I love the pulley towers I have. I use them for pretty much every single workout. But together, we're gonna find out if the plastic pulleys that come with these are just as good as aluminum pulleys. I truly don't know if the upgrade is worth it, so I'm gonna swap out all of the plastic pulleys on my pulley tower for the aluminum ones, and we're gonna see if there is a big difference. Now, these towers are bells of steel. I have a video on my channel that breaks down these pieces, so you can go check that out. You can see more details on them. Bells of Steel has the option to buy these aluminum pulleys, so I have enough pulleys for one tower. You'll see I have the two towers behind me, so I'm gonna upgrade one so I can do a comparison side by side, see if I can really feel the difference, let you know if it's truly worth it. I spent, I think it was $340 for each pulley tower. To get enough aluminum pieces to upgrade the pulley tower, it was an extra $140. So we're looking at, quick math, $500 total for a pulley tower. If you do the weight stack pulley tower, which is, it has the weight built in, nice and easy to change. It comes with the aluminum pulleys already. That's about $1,200 per pulley tower. So is the weight stack worth the extra $700? I'll leave that up to you to decide, but I want to find out if we can just add these and have it feel like a commercial quality machine. So here we have the aluminum pulley and the plastic pulley. They are very similar. You'll see the aluminum pulley is a little bit wider. Sometimes I find with the plastic that when it's a little too narrow, if you do anything off to the sides, the cable will kind of find its way out. I'm thinking with these, you will not have that happening quite as often. And obviously, in terms of durability, these should last much, much longer. Now, I have no problem with the plastic ones. There's a nice smooth spin to them, and they've worked really well for me. But you can already tell from these that this is going to be a very, very smooth motion. I'm thinking you'll be able to feel an upgrade, but this Bells of Steel machine that I have, I do find it really smooth. It's actually smoother than other machines that I've used for the home. I've swapped out my last pulley machine for this Bells of Steel one. I find this to be very, very smooth, but this is like fidget spinner smooth. It glides really well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap out all of the plastic pulleys for aluminum on this one. And you could probably see I started taking it apart just so I can have one of these to show you. So I'm gonna swap those out. I will not video the entire thing, but I do have a timer. So I'm gonna see how long it takes me to swap it out so you can kind of see the work that's involved. It shouldn't take me very long at all. And then I'll have a side by side. I can run through the comparison. So let's see if it's worth it. All right, so really quickly, I just did the first one and I'm 5 minutes in. That's no knock on these. That is a knock on how horrible I am at doing anything, really. I am not a handyman. So hopefully this doesn't take me that long. All right, well, first of all, I underestimated how sweaty I was gonna get from just doing some simple screws. Second of all, about 20 minutes. I have one screw that's really stubborn and will not go back in for some damn reason. So I'm working on that. Otherwise, I'm all done. So 20 minutes to swap them all out, not bad. But now let's find out if it was a worthwhile upgrade. First impressions, it's very smooth. This is the, oh yeah. Okay, you could tell the difference actually way more than I thought you'd be able to. Listen to this pulley. And this one. There is a very clear difference. So the plastic one, you almost hear the plastic rubbing. And it does change the resistance. Now these are still smooth. I was actually impressed by how smooth these were, but by comparison, this is significantly smoother. And right now there's no weight on it. So it's kind of slow to come back versus with the aluminum, it'll snap back really quickly without any weight on it, which is a huge plus. And for the record, this is the stuff that I use on my pulleys. Synthetic lube. Don't use WD-40 on your pulleys. Use this stuff. Multi-purpose synthetic grease is what it's called. So I have that on both. If you have plastic pulleys, it helps a ton for making it smooth. Now, obviously, this is making it sound not smooth at all, but trust me, it helps a lot. Without it, a lot of times you can let go and it'll just slowly go back into place. But here it works pretty well, but this is a huge difference. So I'm gonna add a little bit of weight and really, really feel the difference here. Let's see. One of my favorite uses of the cables is cable flies. Now let's see how big of a difference this makes. So the good news is that the weight feels the same, which you would hope because the weight is still the same. And I don't want any imbalances considering I only have one with aluminum pulleys right now. So the weight does feel the same, but you do feel a little bit of a difference in the smoothness. So when you're pushing, you don't feel it quite as much. It's when the weight's coming back that you actually feel it much smoother and more of a one-to-one consistent ratio. The fact that this is so quiet is such a nice bonus. I mean, I have a baby upstairs right now. He's awake, luckily. But when he's sleeping, I have to be really, really quiet. He'd probably be fine, but I'm paranoid about it. This being so quiet is so nice compared to this one. So initial impressions and thoughts. I think it's totally worth it. I'm gonna get some solid workouts in this week with it. If I have any updates, I'll throw it into the description to update you on how I'm feeling. But I think this is gonna be great, and I'm gonna buy the aluminum for the other one because for just over $100, I think that it's totally worth it for the upgrade. Now the bells of steel ones that I have, they're specific for this machine, so they have the right sizes for each spot. If you have a machine from Titan or somewhere else, they might not be compatible, so you might have to shop around. More than anything, it looks so much nicer, looks really sleek. I really like it. I'm not one for aesthetic necessarily. Like, I didn't even clean up here. I just have stuff everywhere. So I don't mind things looking necessarily really nice, but it's a really nice bonus. The aluminum looks great, and long term, I think that's gonna hold up way, way better than plastic's going to. So I'm a big fan. I'll get some good use out of that. I'll test it out. I'll do a bunch of stuff on this cable tower and see, really push it to the limit before I post this video. If I have any updates, I will definitely let you know, but otherwise, I recommend it. If you're going with a pulley tower, I mean, you can get the weight stack, the weight stack tower, and it'll have the aluminum pulleys already. Then you're good to go, but that's spending over $1,000 versus this. With the aluminum pulleys, it'll be about $500, so half the price. I already have all the plates, so to me that just makes sense. But it's totally up to you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer. And in the meantime, if there's anything else you want to see on these pulleys or anything else home gym related, let me know and I will do my best to create more content for you guys because I love this stuff.